I'm gonna put a stopwatch for an hour for the questions, and I'm gonna answer as many questions within this hour. For do the easy questions. Okay. Um, which class is mostly used for violin music? Um. Okay, for violin, it's called treble clef. How many beats does a quarter note get? Or 0, 0, 4, 4. Oh, okay. Quarter note is 1 and 4, 4 times. Same with 3, 4, and the same with 2, 4. It's 1 beat. What does a sharp do to a pitch? The sharp will raise it a half step. In 3, 4 times, how many beats are in the measure? The top number tells the beat, while the bottom number is what kind of note receives the beat. So in the case of that one is 3. What note value equals 2/8 notes? So, okay, in the way if it says it, 1 and 2 and so 2/8 notes. 2/8 notes. Okay, could it mean 2/8 notes? Okay. Because if it takes 4 sets of 8 notes to equal a quarter note, so half of that one is going to have to say half note B. I'm pretty sure that's the answer. How many sharps are in G major? 1. What is the relative minor of C major? A minor. Alright. What does the term piano mean? Soft. With tempo marking equals fast. Allegro. What instrument is a woodwind? Clarinet. Kind of weird. No, that should know this. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, so what's the theme of 5? 2/8 note. Oh. Okay, I get with 5. I get why I got that wrong. Okay. The quarter note, which note value equals 2/8 notes? Oh. Okay. Alright, so we'll take 8 of them to equal a whole note. So that's a no. That's why I was wrong. Okay. Alright. It would take some other weird combinations. Let's see what you got. 2/8 notes is a quarter note. Okay. Oh, okay. I get what it's saying now. 1 and. Okay. Alright, so let me go into, write it and spell it for you right quick. Okay, going back into the question. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna, write it down here. So I'm gonna say for 2/8 notes, it's typically 2 of these. 1 and. So if I'm seeing this, the 8th note is half of a beat. Plus, okay, you go to the half of the beat here. It's common math right here, so I'm going to enter the same as 1 plus 1 is going to make 2. Excuse me. 1 plus 1 is 2. Take the bottom. 2 over 2. Alright, for you, I'm going to simplify this. being 1. Quarter. That's right. That's what the answer was. So it equals to this. Period. No ands, no ifs, no buts. Now going back to the other, go back and do some more stuff. I'm gonna make some more questions. Okay. Harder questions. Make these harder. Alright. What is the interval EF to C? For the EF to my C. So I'm going to say, if it's C to B, okay, if I need to ask this question myself, what is the interval between E to B? E to B is a fifth, so so if I'm already declaring that E to B is a fifth, so C is out. For 1. From E to C. Okay, so which one is a major 6? So if you don't know what this is, you can count this by your fingers. So I'm going to E, F, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, I know that's a 6. So it could fall into the trap of one of those two. So now, is it major or is it minor? Okay, so major meaning the fact is one of them has to be minor 6. It gets offline. I don't know why. Sometimes I can be in the middle of the movie and it says offline.
And it's not the damn line we got it. I can't watch this damn show. You stop it. Or it gets hung up.
It's not just that. Sometimes some of my stuff I do disconnect from my internet. Just cut it on.
What's going on? It's like I'm trying to watch the show. 3 times. And have to shut it down and restart it. I'll tell you what, is it the internet or is it this? This.
I don't know. So sometimes my cell phone disconnects too. Back there. Oh.
Keep trying. One more time I give up.
Alright, so sorry about that, guys. Mom apparently interrupted me. Okay, what scale pattern matches a harmonic scale? Minor scale. Ooh, okay. Harmonic. I'm gonna say whole. I'm gonna say B. How many 16th notes fit into one measure 68 times? Okay, 16th. 6 of them. What time center is a simple triple meter? Simple triple 3 4. Which quality is BDF? Diminish. In the key of D major with 5 chord. Dominant is A. How many flats are in E flat major? 3. There's a piece from the C major to G major. What type of modulation is this? Okay, if I listen to Dr. Miranda's class enough times to know what this is, yeah, Dr. Miranda, you could be fooled all you dang want. You can even comment on there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to set this a commentary. So for this one, it's going to be if it's a difference between 1 or 2 accidentals. I'm gonna most firmly gonna say it's going to be C, closely related. C as a complement. If a piece is labeled ABA, what is it? Oh, ternary. What texture features warming melody and choral melody? Homophonic. Kind of where I still know a lot of this, except for C. Okay, except for 3 of them. Okay, what was 3? Okay. How's it 12? Oh, okay, that's a good question. Yep, go even harder. I'm going to keep trying. Advanced harmony. Okay, this is going to be some interesting questions. In the key of A minor, what chord is the leading 7th chord tone? G sharp. So if it starts on a G sharp, I'm going to say B. What is the Roman numeral for the chord D, F sharp, A, C in the key of G major? 5-7. 5-7. A. In the key of C major, what function is a 5 of 5? If I go to 5 of 5, I will find a 5th and go up a 5th. So then, if that case is G goes to D and now say, no, B, sorry, B. What chord will naturally resolve up to E minor? Resolve up is the 7th. Wait, resolve up. Resolve up. Wait, resolve to E minor, B major? Okay. What passage ends on D major chord, then it begins on a new phrase at G major? The cadence, cadence, sorry. A passage ends on a D major chord, it ends and begins on a new phrase in G major. The cadence is most likely prescribed described as classical. Okay, which key is mostly related to E major? Closely related. A major, because does A major have that one? So if, let's say, if I say E major's four sharps, E major. If I go to my left with at 3 sharps, it has to be A. And how I know about close related? How about pay attention to theory 3 classes where Dr. Miranda preaches this to the choir? If I go to my right, and I know we had this on the final once about the close related business of theory 3. If I had the key to my right, and from my 4 sharps, and I ended on 5, that would have to be B major. Yeah, Dr. Miranda, you could fool me once on this one, but you can fool me again, and I still know it. 2 independent melodic lines moving at different intervals at the same time created with texture. Polyphonic. Species counterpoint what interval considered distant and generally avoided within a strong beat. Minor second. Which form is commonly associated with the classical symphony's first movement? Sonata Allegro. If a composition features one single basso continuo with the characteristic would appear Baroque. How about, okay, so what was the deal with 5? Pivot modulation. I'm gonna have to recheck on these. But most of these ones I paid attention. Thank goodness I paid and listened to my teacher when he... I'm gonna have to check what pivot modulation is all about. Clearly I don't remember that question. Okay, let's make some other weird ones. Keep going. Music history. Let's hit up some topics. Which features most characteristics of the Renaissance sacred music? Renaissance. Okay, Renaissance is wasn't okay. So I'm gonna see Poly. Which composer is strongly associated with the Council of Trent and Reformed church music? I would say Council of Trent. If I listen to Dr. St. Marie's classes, and I've been listening in on what he talks about, I'm going to strongly, probably, most certainly say is going to be Palestrina, being in that sort of question with the Council of Trent and Reformed to church music. Because none of these other guys will make any sense. Sorry, fellas. These are taken. The use of basso continues, defining on which basso Baroque. The genre is developed during which during the Baroque period. The genre Baroque. If I remember correctly, Baroque gave power to the strings, and what happens there would have to be quartets. So be it on that one. Which texture is most typical of classical era music? Texture is Um, Moleskin ish. Okay. Which composer is best known for the development of the string quartet? Which composer is best known for the string quartet? String quartet is Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven. I'm gonna strongly say but Beethoven. Which musical element became most emphasized? Okay. Emotional expression and expanded dynamics. This one. A short expressive piano piece which has a nocturne associated with Chopin. See, honey. Which term describes music around the total surrealism? Which composer is impressionable? Schoenberg. Okay, I'm gonna see what answers I got right. I did. So I had 1 and 2. What do I have to do with this? I had 1 and 2 right. Did I? 1. So what I did on this one, I said did 3 and 4. I said B, and I did say B, but I think 4 is wrong. Okay, it's opera. How could I miss that answer? Okay, I did get this one wrong too. I thought it's the letter B, but it's C. My mistake. So I did say Beethoven. Let's see what I said for 6. If my 6, nope, it's not lined up. It's Haydn. Holy dang. Recheck on Haydn on this one. I'm gonna have to do some read up on his butt. What musical instrument became most emphasized during Romantic period? That should be for 4. Nope. See? Wait, for 7. Sorry. B. Yeah, B was right. I said the wrong thing. It said that C for Chopin was right, and then these 2 are right. Okay. Let's try to identify some periods. Identify periods. The period. Let's make this easy. Identify the period. Pick the musical period. Music features a smooth bounce, clear cadence pulse during the roots, phrases, clear cadence, romantic. A composition uses basso continuo ornamentation and terrace dynamics. Baroque. Sacred music is from a cappella meaning medieval. The orchestra is very large, as being a brass and percussion music emphasizes classical things. Number 5. Preacher goes to total set. I would say beyond six. Okay, so business is repeated rhythm melody consequence change over a long period of time. Minimalism? Cancer modified notatum either in sacred purposes in the church. Okay. Medieval. And I'm thinking I'm going to stop right here. A composer uses classical forms and not when they use that for modern melody and rhythm. That's Neo, probably. It's specialism. Nine is specialism. Okay, so instrumental music, piano rises from importance. So if the piano is rising from importance, I'm going to say classical.